Exploring the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. Introduction, a timeless guide to duty and devotion. The Bhagavad Gita, one of the most revered scriptures of the Hindu tradition, is a divine dialogue between Lord Krishna and the warrior Arjuna. This sacred text, consisting of 700 verses, is part of the great epic, the Mahabharata. More than just a religious scripture, the Gita is a spiritual and philosophical guide that addresses the most fundamental questions of human existence. Who are we? Why are we here? What is our duty? And how can we achieve true peace and fulfillment? The Bhagavad Gita's setting is the battlefield of Kurukshetra. This is not just a literal war, but a symbolic representation of the inner battle that each of us faces between duty and desire, righteousness and personal gain, knowledge and ignorance. Arjuna, the great warrior, stands in deep moral and emotional turmoil. He is confused, overwhelmed, and unable to proceed. Seeing his despair, Lord Krishna's charioteer reveals profound truths about life, duty, and the ultimate purpose of existence. In this video, we will explore how the Bhagavad Gita provides solutions to life's greatest dilemmas, its significance in both ancient and modern times, and how its teachings can be applied in our daily lives. Chapter 1, Understanding Dharma, the Key to a Purposeful Life. Krishna introduces Arjuna to the concept of dharma, which can be translated as duty, righteousness, or the moral path. Every individual has a unique purpose and responsibility in life, and fulfilling that duty leads to harmony within oneself and the world. What is dharma? Dharma is not one size fits all. It varies based on one's role in life, whether as a student, a worker, a parent, or a spiritual seeker. The Gita emphasizes that doing one's own duty imperfectly is better than performing another's duty perfectly. For Arjuna, his dharma as a Kshatriya, warrior, is to protect righteousness and fight against injustice. But fear, doubt, and attachment to family ties make him hesitant. Krishna reminds him that his duty must be done without selfish motives or fear of consequences. Dharma in today's world. How can we apply this concept of dharma in our modern lives? If you are a teacher, your dharma is to educate and inspire. If you are a doctor, your dharma is to heal and serve. If you are a parent, your dharma is to nurture and guide your children with wisdom and patience. By performing our duties sincerely and ethically, we align ourselves with a higher purpose and contribute to a just and harmonious world. Chapter 2, The Four Paths to Liberation, Different Ways to Reach the Divine. Krishna presents four major paths to liberation, each suited to different temperaments and inclinations. 1. Karma Yoga, the path of selfless action. Karma Yoga teaches that one should perform actions without attachment to the results. Krishna explains, you have a right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your work. In today's world, this means doing our best in our profession, relationships, and responsibilities without constantly worrying about rewards, recognition, or failures. 2. Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. Bhakti Yoga is the path of love and surrender to the divine. It teaches that devotion, prayer, and sincere faith can lead to spiritual realization. Chanting the names of the Lord, engaging in selfless service, and offering one's heart to God are powerful ways to progress on this path. Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Jnana Yoga focuses on self-inquiry and wisdom. It teaches that the world is temporary and that our true nature is eternal. By reflecting deeply on the nature of the self, one realizes that they are not the body or mind, but the eternal Atman, soul. 4. Raja Yoga, the path of meditation and self-discipline. This path involves meditation, breath control, and self-mastery. By practicing inner stillness, one can achieve profound spiritual awakening. The Bhagavad Gita does not suggest that one path is superior to the others. Rather, all four paths complement each other, and individuals can follow the path best suited to their nature. Chapter 3, Overcoming Suffering, the Secret to Inner Peace. Life is full of suffering, stress, anxiety, uncertainty, and loss. The Bhagavad Gita offers powerful solutions to cope with these challenges. Krishna teaches Arjuna, the wise are not disturbed by pain or pleasure. They remain steady like the ocean, unaffected by the storms on the surface. The practice of detachment. One of the Gita's most revolutionary ideas is detachment. Detachment does not mean avoiding responsibilities. Rather, it means not being controlled by emotions or material desires. In practical life, detachment means doing your work diligently, but not getting overly attached to promotions, wealth, or praise. Loving people deeply, but not clinging to them with expectations. Accepting both success and failure with equanimity. The power of surrender. Krishna urges Arjuna to surrender to the divine will and trust that everything happens for a higher purpose. He declares, "Abandon all varieties of dharma and simply surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sin. Do not fear." Chapter 4. The Search for Self-Realization. Who am I? The Bhagavad Gita teaches that we are not merely this body or mind. We are the eternal soul, the Atman. The world we see is Maya illusion, and our true nature is beyond birth and death. By understanding our spiritual essence, we can transcend material limitations and experience true joy, love, and freedom. Practices for self-realization. Meditation and mindfulness. Developing inner awareness. Selfless service, helping others without selfish motives. Chanting and prayer, connecting with divine consciousness. Chapter 5. Living the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita in everyday life. The Bhagavad Gita is not just a scripture to be studied, it is a manual for life. Krishna's teachings can be applied in simple ways. In the workplace, work with dedication, but do not stress over results. In relationships, love selflessly without expectations. In daily challenges, face difficulties with faith, patience, and wisdom. Krishna reminds us, one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me is never lost to me. Conclusion. The Bhagavad Gita, a guide to eternal bliss. The wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita transcends time and culture. It teaches us how to discover our true purpose, Dharma, overcome suffering through selflessness and surrender, attain self-realization and inner peace. By incorporating its teachings into our lives, we can experience true joy, fulfillment, and liberation. As Krishna declares, Yoga Karmasu Koshalam, yoga is excellence in action. This expanded version ensures a detailed and engaging 30-minute YouTube video that covers the philosophical, practical, and spiritual aspects of the Bhagavad Gita in depth.